Is your vitamin D always low, yet you're always out in the sun or you're taking a vitamin D supplement? That's because there's more to it than just vitamin D. Vitamin D moves calcium from the gut, from our food, into our bloodstream, but it doesn't actually move it into our bones or our tissues. We need something else, and that's called vitamin F. That is found in more cruciferous vegetables, and what that does is it actually moves the calcium from our bloodstream to our bones and our tissue. So if your vitamin D is always low, that's because your body is calling for you to use the vitamin D to move calcium from your food or your gut into your bloodstream. But because it's never getting to your tissue due to the lack of vitamin F, which moves it from the bloodstream into your bones and your tissues, then you're always going to be low no matter how much vitamin D you take or how much sunlight you're getting. We're also going to see issues in that case where calcium might build up in the bloodstream, and we might start seeing that in things like a kidney stone, because as that calcium rises in the bloodstream, the body has to get rid of it, or frankly, it'll kill you. It'll throw off the mechanisms in the body, and the balance of calcium in the bloodstream gets too high and things don't function right. So it starts to dump it through the kidneys, and then if we have too much of that, it'll start to develop into kidney stones. We all know where that goes. That ends up with a trip to the ER, etc. Where do we get this vitamin F? So we can get it in a lot of our cruciferous vegetables, our broccoli, our Brussels sprouts, our cauliflower. Those types of foods are great at providing this nutrient. However, a lot of us don't eat it a lot. We might need to supplement with it. What we use is Cataplex F or Cruciferous Complete, which is our supplements that contain a lot of that vitamin F and help move that calcium into the tissue. So what are some signs that you might be low on calcium in your tissues? A big one, obviously, is osteoporosis, osteopenia. That's low bone density. Other things are going to be chronic muscle cramps in our calves, hamstrings, that type of thing. Obviously, the chronically low vitamin D levels, no matter what you take. You might be taking, the prescription strength of 80 to 100,000 international units a day, or a week, I'm sorry, and we're still not seeing those numbers rise much. Also, the other things we can see is some plaquing in your arteries. We could see an increase of plaque and of calcium deposits in the mouth, on the teeth. So if we're starting to see some of those things, then you're going to want to consider increasing those cruciferous vegetables in your diet or supplementing. Now, another way you might notice that you aren't getting calcium into your tissue is the ability of your body to deal with the sun. When our body is running out of calcium in our tissue, such as the skin, then the skin starts to burn. It's part of the utilization process to make the vitamin D from the sun. So one thing that you can do is take Cataplex F before you go out to the sun with some calcium lactate. That's the easiest form to get to the tissues. You can also, obviously, if you're going to be in the sun a lot, eat a lot of those cruciferous vegetables, that type of thing, for breakfast, that type of, and dinner. Just get them up in your diet if you're going to the beach and everything like that. Now, we have those people who work in the sun all the time, right? And our vitamin D is still low. This is why. So if you're one of those people who is chronically low in vitamin D, add these things into your diet and stop just taking vitamin D thinking this is going to be the problem, because it's a whole cycle, and getting to the root of the problem will definitely give you the results you want.